Media has been talking about this nonstop this offseason. It is the number one topic going on right now in the NBA. As far as my personal opinion on it, I really don't care all that much. It doesn't bother me that Kawhi is getting money, outside of the Clippers. A lot of players do that. Now, for it to be circumventing the salary cap and potentially be involving the owners of the Clippers, it's very messy right now. That's all I can really say about it. There's no indication of what the punishment's gonna be. I did research like what potential punishments could come of this salary cap circumvention deal that he allegedly took. And they said there's a potential of him getting his contract voided and him not being able to return with the Clippers. So I thought that'd be an interesting rebuild to see what the Clippers would look like without Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, they built this team with a lot of vets this year with the hope to winning a championship. Everything that's going on now internally with the Clippers is really messing up their momentum. And it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel right now for them. They did look like they were going to be a serious contender coming out of the West, but now with Kawhi's future being uncertain, and I don't even want to say that because Adam Silver doesn't look like he plans on really doing anything based on what he's been saying. If you ask what I think is going to happen, I think the NBA just sweeps this under the rug and act like nothing happens. They're going to find a way to excuse it. Kawhi is going to be on the Clippers this year. And yeah, we're going to forget about it in 2 months. That's what I think. This is a business. It's all about making money. We'll see, we'll see what the punishment is, and we'll see how serious Adam Silver is about it. If Kawhi Leonard's contract were to get voided, that would probably derail their championship hopes. They would probably feel like they have to do something drastic because a lot of guys on this team aren't getting any younger, right? This is a team built with a lot of vets. So you don't have a bright future as far as young talent here. So if Kawhi's contract were to get voided, I'd imagine it's going to be a bunch of drastic moves, or they just stick with this team and see how they do. It's going to be very interesting if this were to happen. So we're going to play out a rebuild. We have 3 years to win a championship with these Clippers. All I did to remove Kawhi from the Clippers was I shrinked his contract to a minimum and I released him to free agency. That way it only gives us $1 million cap hit if nobody signs him. I'm sure somebody's going to sign him, and that's fine. His contract is voided here with the Clippers. You got James Harden, Black, John Collins, Bradley Beal, Brook Lopez, Chris Paul, Bogdanovich, Chris Dunn, Derrick Jones Jr., Nick Batum, Kobe Brown, and some young guys backing up there, some two-way contracts. Still a good team, but yeah, definitely a huge blow without Kawhi here. Looking at the cap, after Kawhi's contract being voided, it gives us $8 million in cap room. James Harden being our highest paid player at about $40 million. You got Zubac making $18 million. John Collins in a contract year making about $27. Bogdanovich making $16. Bradley Beal, we got on a nice $5 million deal, as well as Nick Batum. Derrick Jones Jr. making $10. Not too many out here. Russell Westbrook's out here. Al Horford, Malik Beasley, Ben Simmons, Precious Achua. So yeah, nobody out here in free agency that's really like blowing my mind, obviously, other than Kawhi out here. Could bring back Russell Westbrook. We got Chris Paul though. We got James Harden. I don't see the point in that. Could bring an Al Horford to play at the 4, knock down some threes for us. And it's saying we run a defensive system proficiency. I'm just going to go ahead and change that to balanced. So now with Kawhi Leonard being gone, we are in full panic mode. And the Pacers want to give us Aaron Nesmith and TJ McConnell for Zubac here. They're trying to make up for losing Miles Turner. Not very realistic, but definitely could see happening. We're going to go ahead and take it. And we'll go ahead and give up Nick Batum, even though he's a Clippers legend here at this point. We're going to bring in Clint Capella. We need some backup bigs here. And yeah, I don't think this is a championship team, but we're just going to simulate year one. Let's look at the lineup here. James Harden at the head of the snake. Starting 5, you got James Harden, Bradley Beal, Aaron Nesmith, John Collins, and Brook Lopez. Off the bench, you got TJ McConnell, Chris Paul, Kyle Kuzma, Clint Capella, and Derrick Jones Jr. Chris Dunn being that 11th man. The rest of the depth is kind of scary. So yeah, not going to win a championship, almost definitely. I feel like we need to trade one. We're going to have to trade Chris Paul. We'll just see what we can get for him. Lakers will give us Dalton Connect for Chris Paul. They're trying to win a championship over there. They're going to bring in the vet to play with LeBron, probably in his final year, both of their final years. I could see this happening. So let's do this. Let Dalton Connect come in and develop here. So now TJ McConnell is going to be that backup point guard. Got Dalton Connect coming in. We're definitely going to be playing through James Harden. So this team's not very worried about rebounds. We got Brook Lopez as our starting center, so I agree that we shouldn't really worry about rebounds. Clint Capella with his 19 minutes a game will lead the team in rebounds. We got no first round picks this year, so we're trying to be the best that we can. I kind of want to do perimeter centric, but we'll just go with balanced. for now, and we'll see how this goes. Let's simulate through this first season. And right off the rip in the first month, James Harden tears his right MCL. He's out 2 to 4 months. So that's going to leave us with putting TJ McConnell in the starting lineup. 2 to 4 months is crazy. I wish we had a first round pick. Bradley Beal's out 2 to 4 weeks. So is Dalton Connect. And yeah, even though like it's not really a tank, we don't have any first rounders next year, we do got $87 million in cap room next year. That's a big plus. We'll be able to sign a big free agent. So let's just sim right through this. Kyrie Irving gets NBA Cup MVP with the Dallas Mavericks. We're 18 and 10, not doing too bad right now. James Harden has been upgraded. John Collins is back as well. James Harden is fully healed. So the East All-Stars beat the West. We don't have James Harden on here. He missed too many games. So there's your West All-Star lineup there with Zion leading the way. East getting the win. You got Halliburton there leading the way for the East. Kyrie won the three-point contest. Asar Thompson won the dunk contest. USA beats Team World if you care. Let's look at some contract extensions. The only person eligible is Kyle Kuzma. We still have him for another year after that, so we're going to wait on that. 32 and 6. We're about 6 in the West. Lakers and Suns creeping up right behind us. We're kind of far back from that 5th seed in the Spurs. They're 38 and 22. Don't feel great about this team, but hopefully in the offseason, let's look at some upcoming free agents. Might be able to maybe make a play for LeBron, maybe bring KD in here. Kawhi Leonard is on a minimum. He's going to get way more than that next year, but the fact that the Celtics got him is just crazy. Let's look at that Celtics roster real quick. Cannot believe the Celtics got him. So yeah, Jason Tatum, Kawhi Leonard, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Anthony Simons, Peyton Pritchard. That's an insane squad. Center depth is scarce, but other than that, they're stacked. Clint Capella's back. Hopefully we can avoid the play-in. Losing a lot of games, though. John Collins has left knee tendonitis for 2 to 4 weeks. He'll be out. The year is over. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with your MVP back-to-back. 37 points a night. Cooper Flagg, Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook with the Cavs getting 6th Man of the Year. Wemby gets Defensive Player of the Year. Montez Subela's Most Improved Player. Trae Young with the Clutch Player of the Year. Jason Kidd gets Coach of the Year. The Mavericks 65 and 17. That's first in the conference for the Mavs. Brandon Harrison, Executive of the Year with the Cavs. They end up 3rd in the East out there. You got Shea, Jokic, Wemby, Halliburton, and Luka on the first team. Second team, you got Cade Cunningham, Trae Young, John Morant, Evan Mobley, and Julius Randle. Third team is going to be LeBron, Kyrie, Dame, Steph Curry, and Zion Williamson. First team all defense, you got the Thompson twins here, Asar and Amen, Chet Holmgren, Evan Mobley, and Wimma. Second team all defense, you got Nick Claxton, Jaren Jackson Jr., Triple J, Rudy Gobert, Joel Embiid, and Miles Turner. Basically an all center defensive second team. All rookie first team here, all rookie second team here. So we did finish 6th in the West. We're going to get matched up with the Warriors in this first round here. I think that's a good matchup for us. Simulate this play in real quick. Let's look at this playoff rotation that we got. No John Collins for how much longer? Got a lot of guys that are playing hot right now. Their ratings are up. So we're just going to keep a 10-man rotation for these playoffs. I think that's going to be best. James Harden going to lead the way. We're doing playthrough star. Let's see how this first game goes against these Warriors. Oh, we came back at the end and we steal game 1. Bradley Beal with 30 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Harden with 28, 3, and 7. Those being our main 2 guys there. We're going to be riding their coattails, it seems like, especially against these Warriors. Still got Steph Curry over there, Jimmy Butler, Draymond, Brandon Podziemski, Jonathan Kuminga over there, Moses Moody. They got a solid squad over there, man. See if we can take game 2. Looks like it's going to be a little too far this time. So yeah, they smoked us there. Bradley Beal not taking any threes. That's a problem for us. I know he's more of a mid-range guy, but we need him shooting threes for sure. Connect out there shooting though, that's for sure. 3 for 6. I think to beat these Warriors, we're going to have to get shooters open. We'll still do playthrough star, but we're going to do shoot at will and see what that does. Back and forth here in game 3. Oh, that one went down to the wire. We should have watched that one. Clint Capella with 27 and 13. He went 12 for 14 from the field. James Harden only put up 14 shots. He had 22, 6, and 8. Kuzma went 3 for 6 from 3. Definitely shooting more threes, though. That's what I like to see. Against these Warriors, we're going to have to. We're up 2-1. Let's see if we can take game 4. Down too much. Almost came back. Steph Curry with 38. Jimmy Butler with 33. The series tied 2-2. Come on, let's take it in game 5. Back in Golden State. Let's take one in their house. It's neck and neck. Finish it out. This Clippers team has been finishing games, and that's what I like to see. James Harden getting 27. We still won the game. Up 3-2. One more to get to the next round. Back in LA. Can we do it? Clippers getting outscored by 16 points in that 4th quarter, but still find a way to get the win. 16 and 16 for Clint Capella. 29, 9, and 6 for James Harden. Derek Jones Jr. getting 13. Bradley Beal getting 13. Love to see it. We're going up against the previous year's champs, the OKC Thunder, in the next round. And we don't have Clint Capella. He's got a bruised right hip. He's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks. But we do get John Collins back. We can play Clint Capella, though, and his overall hasn't dropped. He's been playing so well, though. We're going up against the Thunder. They got Chet Holmgren. They got Hartenstein. We're going to need some size and some boards. 29 minutes seems good. We'll leave him there. And I kind of like starting Kuzma and having Nesmith more of that 6-man with TJ McConnell. Got that chemistry there from Indiana, obviously. And Derrick Jones Jr., he's been playing pretty good in these playoffs. We're going to sit Chris Dunn instead. We do need a backup power forward as well anyway. We'll give 13 to Derrick Jones Jr. Connect is shooting way too well from 3 for us not to be playing him. We'll give him 15. 17 for McConnell. 19 for Brook Lopez. 20. We'll give 23 to Aaron Nesmith. 39 to James Harden. 29 to Bradley Beal. 27 to Kuzma. And 29 to John Collins, as well as 29 for Clint Capella. Let's see how we do against these OKC Thunder. In a back and forth game in game 1, the Thunder take it by 2. Chet Holmgren getting 25 and 10. Shea getting a double-double, 22 and 10. Jalen Williams getting 21 points. James Harden, we're going to need a little bit more from. John Collins took a lot of shots. He was 12 for 13 tonight. That's beautiful. 8 for 12 from Bradley Beal. So, efficient shooting night. Nesmith didn't shoot great. Neither did Kyle Kuzma. We may need to put Nesmith back in that starting role at the 3 spot. See if that makes a difference in this next game here. Got smoked in game 2, so I guess that was a bad adjustment. We're going to change the shoot at will. I still think this is a good lineup. But yeah, we need James Harden to come alive and steal a game for us here in game 3. And James Harden does find a way to steal the game. Puts up 39 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. That's what we need from you, baby. Kyle Kuzma getting 18 points. TJ McConnell 14 and 5. A win's a win. Let's see if we can do it again. Take a big lead out in the first, but we let the Thunder come back in the second. And now they're just mauling us. So now they're up 3-1. I think we need to put Kyle Kuzma back in the starting lineup. We got James Harden tired, which isn't good. So yeah, Kyle Kuzma in that starting lineup. Let's see if that's the answer. Can we come back down 3-1? We did win a game against the Thunder, but we were no match. Not quite there yet as a team. Dallas and OKC out west, and then Orlando making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, beating the Cavs in 7. They're going up against New York. Knicks do sweep the Magic, though. Mavericks end up winning out west. Kyrie Irving, your Western Conference Finals MVP. Jalen Brunson, your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Mavs take home the chip, with Kyrie Irving being the Finals MVP there. All right, so season 1 wrapped up in the books, 44 and 38. Let's try to get this team 55 wins next season. See what we can bring in free agency. And see if we can turn this into a champion. I'm going to override LeBron's retirement. Brook Lopez retires here. Russell Westbrook's going to retire. We'll override that. We'll override Brook Lopez as well. Al Horford's retiring. DeAndre Jordan, Kyle Lowry, Mason Plumlee here. Kevin Love. DeMar DeRozan will override. Chris Paul retiring there. We'll let that one slide. Klay Thompson will override. Mike Conley will override. Jimmy Butler's one to retire. We'll definitely override that. We'll override Seth Curry's as well as Torrey Craig's. Give them one more year. Yeah, everyone else was free agents, so might as well just let them retire. Chris Paul getting into the Hall of Fame, well deserved. Clippers do retire his jersey. Didn't really get his last year with the Clippers like he was expecting, but hey, it is what it is. Still retired your jersey. Kyle Lowry as well, and Derrick Rose getting their jersey retired. And the Thunder have our first round pick, which hurts even more. James Harden declines his player option with us. That's tragic. And so does Bradley Beal. We have an option on Brook Lopez. Probably not going to re-sign him. Chris Dunn, we have an option for. Not going to re-sign him. As well as Kobe Brown. So this is going to be a new look Clippers this year. LeBron James is out here in free agency. He's getting a 1-year, $55 million offer from the Lakers. 57 from the Wizards. So we're going to have to top that if we want a chance. Kawhi is out here. Definitely want to bring back James Harden. 2 years, $47 million. James Harden does agree. LeBron does sign with the Lakers. Kawhi going to the Pistons on a 2-year deal. Trae Young getting re-signed with the Hawks there. Jalen Duren would be a cool signing. We'll offer him a 3-year, $23.5 million deal. Offer a young Cam Thomas as well. He's only getting a qualifying offer from the Nets here. Let's offer him a 3-year deal worth like $15 million a year and see if he takes that. 3-year, $45 million. Jalen Duren's going to sign James Harden and Cam Thomas all agree. Brooklyn Nets do match it though. Should have figured as much. John Collins having an off year, entering age 29 season. I don't know if I want to bring him back or not. I feel like we don't have much of a choice. Got Jalen Duren coming in. We'll offer Tari Eason a $17 million a year contract. We'll give John Collins the same offer as well. And we couldn't bring in Jalen Duren because of the John Collins contract. We probably shouldn't have offered him and should have took Tari Eason instead. So it leaves us with 2 roster spots and $15 million in cap room. Let's see if Mitchell Robinson will take this $7 million deal. I doubt he will. Mitchell Robinson takes the $7 million deal, so we have $1,000 in cap room. And yikes, we were not able to do good in free agency like we were hoping. James Harden down to an 83 overall. John Collins down to an 81. Dalton Knecht's the 3rd best player on the team now with an 80 overall. Aaron Nesmith, 80. Mitchell Robinson is 79. 77 for TJ McConnell. Kyle Kuzma. Bradley Beal's down to a 76. This is a disaster, man. How are we going to turn this into a championship team? And we just re-signed Harden? What are we thinking, man? It says we can get DeJounte Murray for Kyle Kuzma and TJ McConnell. I'm going to take that. We do have a swap with the Thunder for a first-round pick, so that's not going to be great. So we can get the Jazz first-round pick for Aaron Nesmith, Cam Christie, and this guy for Alex Caruso and a first-round pick. So we're going to cheat a little bit because we got so screwed. We're getting the Wizards first-round pick and Gershon Yabusele for Cam Christie and this guy here. We're going to take it because we got dealt such a shit hand. We're going to have to get off somehow. So now we got the Wizards first-rounder. We got to swap worse with the Thunder, which is terrible because we're giving our pick to the Thunder, essentially, is guaranteeing that. The Thunder are going to give us their bad pick, because they're going to be good again, probably picking at the end of the round. So hopefully the Wizards get us a good pick there with that first round pick. We do got Gershon Yabusele in the mix now too, making $6 million. That's a steal. There is light at the end of the tunnel now. Just going to advance to next season. This team's going to be really bad. Going to auto-generate these rookies here and go right into the next season. Going to let LeBron James go on his farewell tour this year. And James Harden, the head of the snake, 83 overall now, and we just re-signed him to a huge contract. Luckily, we only did 2 years, but that is so brutal. I can't even explain it. Dalton Knecht, though, up to an 80 overall. He's going to be hopefully putting up 20 a game for us. Still got John Collins. We got Mitchell Robinson in here now. DeJounte Murray coming off the bench with Aaron Nesmith, Clint Capella, Derrick Jones Jr. When did we get Caleb Houston? Oh yeah, I forgot to fill out the rest of the roster whenever we did that big trade. So Harden and John Collins being our star players here. DeJounte Murray coming as our 6th man. Derrick Jones Jr. going to get no minutes here, unfortunately. And we do have room for one more guy. Could bring in a minimum guy here. Going to look to fill in something at that shooting guard spot. We really got Aaron Nesmith playing like the backup too right now. So Ben Shepherd was out there floating around in free agency. We were able to pick him up on a $5 million deal. So that definitely helps fill out our depth. Let's just simulate right through this freaking regular season. And we're getting offered Herb Jones for Aaron Nesmith. I think I should take it. Aaron Nesmith, although he's a much better shooter than Herb Jones, he's kind of declining here. His numbers were regressing. So bringing a nice defender. Cavs win the NBA Cup. Evan Mobley getting the MVP there. We're 22-8 to start off the season. That's crazy. 23-9. We're 3rd out in the West. Really 2 games back from first seed. That's insane. I got to look at these stats. James Harden still doing his thing, getting 23-7. We're still doing playthrough star, that's why. His efficiency, though, hasn't gone down, even with the regression in overall. DeJounte Murray getting 20 points and 5 assists off the bench and 5 rebounds. He's probably going to be 6th man of the year. This Clippers team just finds a way to win games. We're 40-14 heading into the All-Star game. It's crazy. Let's see what the All-Stars were looking like. James Harden did sneak on the All-Star team this year. East All-Stars here. Shout out Paolo. Franz and Paolo making the East All-Stars. West do win it, though. VJ Edgecombe wins the dunk contest. Trae Young with the three-point contest. Let's finish this season up, man. Currently 2nd out West, right behind the Mavs. 1.5 games behind them. Competing with the Thunder for this best team in the West. And we beat the Thunder in simulation, too, and the Nuggets. Contract extension deadline. DeJounte Murray wants to re-sign for $33 million a year. He has a player option next year, though. So we'll just see if he takes that. He is playing really good for us. Derrick Jones Jr. wants to re-sign. He's 30 years old. I don't know if we want to do that. So yeah, not going to re-sign anybody in this season. Clippers keep finding a way. We're already at 55 wins. That was the goal for this next season. And we regressed so hard. I don't understand how this happened. We did stay very healthy other than Clint Capella. At the end of the season, though, you got Wembanyama getting MVP there. I'm glad we didn't get a first-round pick because this draft class was horrible. Damian Lillard, Sixth Man of the Year for the Blazers there. DeJounte Murray should have got that. Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year. Dalton Knecht gets Most Improved Player with your Los Angeles Clippers. Steph Curry gets Clutch Player of the Year. Tyronn Lue gets Coach of the Year. We finished second in the conference with 64-18 record. Charles C. Carson, Triple C, Executive of the Year with the Clippers. First team, you got Wemby, Jokic, Luka, Anthony Edwards, and Tyrese Halliburton. Trae Young, Giannis, LaMelo, Bam, and Evan Mobley on the second team. You got Zion, Jason Tatum, Josh Giddey, Cade Cunningham, and Steph Curry on All-NBA third team. All defensive first team, you got Wemby, you got Evan Mobley, you got Chet Holmgren, Anthony Davis, and Giannis. All defensive second team, you got Walker Kessler, Asar Thompson, Bam Adebayo, Robert Williams III, and Cooper Flagg. No Amen Thompson this year. All rookie first team here. Second team all rookie. Simulate the play-in here. Bradley Beal's back for these playoffs. We're going up against the 7-seeded Spurs. That's a terrible matchup for us. Oh man, they just had to win against Golden State. Golden State gets the 8th seed. Spurs finished 46-36. It's just unfair. Why couldn't we get the Suns? Let's look at these stats before. Mitchell Robinson played and started all 82 games on 27 minutes. He got 6 points and 8 boards. Really good defensively though. Steal and a half, a block and a half. Shot 71%, almost 72% field goal percentage. That's all you can ask for. We wanted a little more rebounds from him, but other than that, fantastic. Bradley Beal started in most of the games, played all 82. James Harden played all 82. That's insane. So we had James Harden, John Collins, Dalton Knecht, DeJounte Murray, Mitchell Robinson, Bradley Beal, and Herb Jones all played 82 games. And Yabu and Derrick Jones Jr. That's insane. That is a healthy squad. That's a healthy year. And I attribute a lot of that to our success this season. Bradley Beal getting 17 points a game, still doing his thing, shot 40% from 3. Herb Jones doing his thing defensively. Wondering if that was a bad trade for the Nesmith deal, but it did make us better defensively. We still did really well. He did end up being a plus player. Clint Capella, he's back. So yeah, that's your second-seeded Clippers, man. Let's go ahead and look at the Spurs roster. I don't know how the hell they ended up the 7th seed. They got Wemby, they got De'Aaron Fox, they got an 85 overall Dylan Harper, 83 overall Stephon Castle, who's really an 85. He's just hurt right now with the strained left hip. They got Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Carter Bryant, Keon Johnson. I think our bench is better than theirs, for sure. They're starting 5, though, man. With Wemby in there, it's going to be tough. Mitchell Robinson's going to have his hands full for sure. And we're just going to stick with the system that we know. Let's see what this playoff rotation they got for us. And wow, they've been starting DeJounte Murray over James Harden. I don't think we can do that. And we got Yabusele playing that backup 5 now. I don't want to play Caleb Houston. Let's give Ben Shepherd those Caleb Houston minutes. Derrick Jones Jr. going to get 13. 19 for Yabusele. I want to give more to Knecht there. So for these playoffs, you got 31 going to James Harden, 27 to Bradley Beal, 27 to Herb Jones, 31 to John Collins, 27 to Mitchell Robinson, 31 to DeJounte Murray, 23 to Knecht, 19 to Yabusele, 13 to Derrick Jones Jr. And we're throwing Ben Shepherd in the mix there, that backup 2 spot. He's going to get 11 minutes, his first minutes of the season. He did not play at all for us this year. Going to be an interesting playoff, man. Might have to go down to a 9-man rotation. We'll see. Clint Capella's back, so let's just throw Ben Shepherd out of there. Throw Clint Capella right in there. Fingers crossed, man. We won 64 games, so we should be able to beat them. Very nice, convincing Game 1 win. DeJounte Murray with 39 freaking points. Game 2, let's do it. More back and forth in Game 2 here. Can we find a way to win it? And we do. We come out big in the second half. John Collins with 26 points. James Harden with 25. DeJounte Murray getting a double-double, 13 and 10. Up 2-0 on the Spurs, man. Can we sweep the Spurs? We sweep the Spurs, man. Bradley Beal with 19 points is our leading scorer in the closeout win. Harden with 18 and 8. Knecht with 14. DeJounte Murray getting 12, 7, and 8. I can't believe this shit, man. Only team to sweep anybody. Our governor, John Smith, is happy we made it to the second round. You got Dallas and Memphis out there playing each other. We're going to go up against the Timberwolves. They're kind of thin this year, man. They got a good starting 5, but I think we could take them for sure. Looking at their roster real quick. They got Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle, Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert, and Naz Reid. Then they got Rob Dillingham, who's out with a sprained right knee. So their starting 5 is going to be able to hang. They're going to have to put up some New York Knicks, Tom Thibodeau minutes for them to compete, I feel. We're not going to change our rotation. We just swept the Spurs, so let's just keep it going. Nice Game 1 win. Game 2, we're taking a nice lead here in the second half. And I've noticed that's a trend with these Clippers. We'll start off neck and neck, have a strong second quarter, and just hold the lead the whole second half. Win by 19 points. Building underdog teams here, man. True underdogs. Game 3, though, Minnesota taking a nice lead. Can we come back? They were a bit too much for us in that Game 3. Anthony Edwards putting up 43. He's had enough of us. Look how many free throws they shot, man. And yeah, they don't got nobody else to go to besides Randall and Edwards right now. Up 2-1 still. Not panicking. Not going to make any adjustments. We just had 2 dominant wins. Let's go right back in Game 4. They're taking the lead. Come on, Clippers. Series tied 2-2. Anthony Edwards with 44 points. DeJounte 18, 10, and 6. James Harden 16, 2, and 7. We need some better scoring games. We need Beal or Murray or Harden to drop 30 one time. Dallas up 3-0 over there. Looks like if we win, we're going to play them. Come on, Clips. Don't go down 3-2. You got to take this game. And they let the freaking Timberwolves win Game 5. They're up 3-2 on us. Anthony Edwards with 30 points. Bradley Beal's going to miss the rest of the playoffs. Clippers get eliminated against that thin-ass Timberwolves team, man. How did they beat us? How did they win 4 in a row? The Bulls and the Hawks out east. Dallas and Minnesota out west. Anthony Davis and the Mavericks getting past. Trae Young going to go meet the Mavericks. Mavericks probably going to win again. Mavericks sweep. They're back-to-back champions. This shit's just unfair. We outperformed the shit out of what that team should have did. We won 64 games with the 83 overall James Harden. I don't know what the hell we're going to do this offseason. This is a tough rebuild, and God bless the Clippers if they lose Kawhi. LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Brooke Lopez. You got Kevin Durant retiring. We'll override that. CJ McCollum's out here. He wants to retire. We'll override that. Tim Hardaway Jr. will override. Paul George will override. James Harden wants to retire. We need him off the team. We need to clear up that cap. Thank God we are not going to override James Harden. Let him ride off in the sunset. Couldn't get a championship. I'm sorry. We love you. Good luck. Good night. Peace, James Harden. All right. LeBron James, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, all going to the Hall of Fame. I imagine all their jerseys are going to get retired, and they will. James Harden with the Rockets. Clippers not retiring his jersey. LeBron getting all 3 of his teams' jersey retired, and Russell Westbrook with OKC getting his retired. So I guess that Wizards pick didn't do anything for us because we're not in the running for the lottery. We get the 15th pick just outside the lottery from Washington's pick. But we do have the 29th pick and our own pick from that swap from the Thunder. Well, no, actually we didn't do a swap because our record was so good, 64 wins. So we didn't end up swapping there. Thunder keep their pick at 23. So we have 29th and we have 15th. We can get some solid role players with that. Still going to keep Ty Lue. He just won us 64 games with that squad. I don't see how you get rid of him. Going to try to bring in the best team doctor as possible. Offer him $400,000. Sign both. Good. We got one more year to get this shit right, man. James Harden just left. I mean, I don't know what the hell we're going to do, but we're about to find out. So we definitely need a shooting guard. Not a whole lot of good ones in this draft at all. Do got some good guys we could get, though. I'm looking at this dude, Alexi Tate, who has really good potential. All right, going into the draft, man. Kings got the first pick. They get Daniel Hollins, 7-foot power forward, the number 1 consensus pick. Center goes second to Nuggets. Pelicans had the 2nd pick, and now they trade up for the 3rd pick and get another center. Spurs trading their 4th overall pick to the Nets for Jamal Murray and Terrence Mann. They get a small forward, Brian Peterson. So the Thunder traded up to 8th to get Karl King, and now they're trading Karl King for the 9th pick. And they get a small forward. So they trade up to get the 8th pick, draft their guy, trade him to get the 9th pick, to get a different guy. I don't get it. Colin Sexton getting traded for the 10th overall pick to the Bucks. A lot of centers going in this draft. Brooklyn Nets end up drafting him. Alexi Tate, who we like, goes to the Heat, of course. And the Magic trade their 14th overall pick for DeMar DeRozan to the Kings. Kings are on the clock. They get Hubert Reese. So we'll definitely have some guys up here that we like. Ricky Jamison here. He got a Rondo ceiling. Averaged 14 and 11 in college. 39% field goal percentage, but 56% from 3. He's got a good 3-point shot. Can play make, can defend. Is athletic. Not a whole lot of potential there, which we want to see. He only got 1 badge. 20 years old, though. This Brent Cole guy, he's 23, but he's got 3 badges. Solid center already. He's got good potential. DeAndre Ayton ceiling. I'd rather go for the Rondo ceiling, honestly. Even though he doesn't have a great potential rating-wise, he does have a Rondo ceiling, Elfrid Payton floor. We're just going to go ahead and draft him. Says he could develop into an all-star one day. Good playmaker, nice shooting form. 20 years old, out of Georgia Tech. Welcome to the team, Ricky Jamison, 6'4" point guard. We'll hope one of those centers fall to us. I doubt they will. We got the 29th pick, though. Let's see if we can hold Brent Cole getting picked up there, though. We figured that would happen. A lot of centers getting picked now. Warriors trading Draymond Green for the 22nd pick, and they get Jason Patterson, center out of Florida State. We are on the clock now. Got this OJ Freeman guy that pretty solid defender. We had him 100% scouted. My scout did anyway, before we even started this draft. I'm thinking we draft him just because my scout's high on him. This guy, Roberto Barbosa, though, he's pretty highly ranked. Bobby Jones, all-star ceiling. Whenever it says in these evaluations, these scouting reports, that they have the potential to develop into something special, it definitely catches my eye. Great perimeter defender already. Nice athleticism. 6'5" out of Spain. I'm thinking we draft him, honestly. But Roberto Barbosa, welcome to the squad, man. No more picks there, so we'll simulate to the end. We got the draft done. A lot of good players here at the top. Brian Pearson was 78. Man, we really wanted Alexi Tate. He went to 13 with the Heat. Almost got him at 15. Had a good pick, though, here in Ricky Jamison. Brent Cole we were thinking about taking as well. Roberto Barbosa here, solid perimeter defender. Potential is a C, though. That's not what it was telling us in the evaluation. So that's rough there, but a couple good rookies to bring in. Cheap deals, 71, 72 overall. Got a point guard and a small forward now. DeJounte Murray thankfully accepts his player option. Love that, because we really needed him after the James Harden retirement. We are, of course, going to accept the Dalton Connect team option. Jokic declines his player option, as well as Giannis, as well as Donovan Mitchell, as well as Karl Anthony Towns, as well as Kyrie Irving. So we'll have a chance to bring one of these guys in here. So we got plenty of room. If we can bring in Jokic, that would be amazing. Curry is out here. He's 39, though. Probably going to regress pretty hard. I'm going to offer Donovan Mitchell, too, because we need to bring in somebody for sure. Okay, so Donovan Mitchell, Giannis, Jokic, they all agree. Now we have to decide who we're going to bring in. Do we take in Jokic, leave out Giannis? Oh, man. Pronouncing the rights on everybody. Who do we bring in, Giannis or Jokic? That's a tough one. They're both the same age. Jokic a little bit higher in overall. Giannis is such a beast, though, man. If we do Donovan Mitchell instead, we'd have room to get other guys in here. Yeah, we're going to bring in Jokic. We had a chance to bring in Giannis instead, but we're going to do Jokic. Going to go right through moratorium. That way nothing messes with that Jokic contract. It only leaves us with $9.85 million in cap, and we only got like 8 players. So we got some spots to fill. We're going to bring in a lot of minimum guys. We got John Collins, DeJounte Murray, Dalton Connect, Herb Jones still here, Clint Capella to back him up, Ricky Jamison, Roberto Barbosa, our rookies here. So yeah, let's see who we can bring in to help out Jokic. Probably bring in a $9 million player first, and then just go from there. We could bring back Aaron Nesmith. Going to offer Aaron Nesmith $675 a year. We'll offer Christian Brown, see what he says. Offer him a 2-year deal. We can't go under the cap, can we? So we're going to offer him $9.84 million. He's getting like a $6 million a year offer, so he should take that. He declines it, though. Nesmith, because we really want him. We'll offer him $9 million a year on a 2-year deal. He is going to accept, so we brought back Aaron Nesmith. That's great. Can only really bring in minimum guys from here on out. Nesmith's going to start at that 2 guard for us. Bucks offering almost $13 million a year to Christian Braun. I don't think we're going to be able to get close to that. I'll give him that much for 2 years. So we bring in Christian Braun. That's great. Malik Beasley only wants a minimum. We might as well offer him that. So we will offer Derek Jones Jr. the minimum as well. Yabusele accepts the minimum. Derek Jones Jr., Malik Beasley will sign. We'll offer Goga Batadze the minimum. And we'll bring in Jose Alvarado on a minimum. Makes the team interesting. Goga Batadze signs. Jose Alvarado signs. And there are your championship Clippers. We're hoping anyway for this year. You got Jokic at the top, John Collins, DeJounte Murray, Dalton Connect, Herb Jones, Aaron Nesmith, Christian Braun, Clint Capella, Malik Beasley, Gershon Yabusele, Derek Jones Jr., Goga Batadze, Jose Alvarado, Ricky Jamison, Roberto Barbosa. A lot of minimum guys. Don't know why they're going for the minimum. After a couple of years, these guys start regressing and all these computer-generated guys come in and it brings down their value. We're just taking advantage of the market that's given to us. So as long as we got Jokic, all things are possible, man. We'll see if this is the team that could make it happen around him. Jokic does regress 1, but Dalton connects at 85 overall now. 85, up 5 now. We'll go ahead and give Dalton Connect 4 years, 26 million is what he's wanting, and he happily accepts. Herb Jones Jr., 2 years, $10 million. That sounds fair. He accepts. DeJounte Murray, we won't re-sign just yet. Clint Capella, we won't re-sign. So yeah, those are our 2 major contract extensions in the offseason. Dalton Connect, Herb Jones kind of being the future of this team, even though they're in their late 20s now. Dalton Connect going to be a big player for us this year. Going to be putting up a lot of points, I imagine. John Collins holding it down to that 81. Herb Jones still at 81. DeJounte Murray regressed a little bit. Christian Braun an 80. So it looks like Ricky Jameson's going to be getting a lot of minutes at that backup point guard spot. We'll see how he does. I haven't even done player mentorship. Kevin Durant's going to be going on a farewell tour this year. We're 19th in the power rankings. I'm going to throw John Collins in the trade finder, see what we could get. Bobby Portis out here. John Collins, though, he could be like the Aaron Gordon of this team. Maybe it will work out for him. And Jokic will find him a lot of good looks on the inside. So maybe we should keep John Collins. I wonder if anybody's offering anything crazy for Dalton Connect. Jabari Smith and Reed Shepherd, though, for Dalton Connect and DeJounte Murray, that could be a big one. I feel like we need a backup point guard. We're going to definitely do playthrough star again, having Jokic on here. Jokic at the 5, John Collins at the 4, Connect at the 3, Braun at the 2, and then DeJounte starting at the 1. Herb Jones, Nesmith, Capella, Malik Beasley, and Yabusele coming in off the bench. We do got Ricky Jamison here, who I'd like to play. Let's see how this team does, man. Jokic at the helm. We got 1 year, 1 shot to do this. Dalton Connect deals are pouring in. Clippers do win the NBA Cup. Jokic is your NBA Cup MVP. DeJounte Murray with 32. Jokic with 32, 11, and 15. Everybody on the team getting a nice payday. I know those minimum guys are loving it. And we're going to bring in Bobby Portis to pair up with Jokic here. John Collins we're going to give up in a 2nd round pick for Bobby Portis. I like this deal a lot. Let's do it. We'll wait a little bit longer to trade Herb Jones. We'll come back, though. Christian Braun's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks with that pulled right calf. Now Clint Capella's hurt day-to-day. Jokic has a sprained ankle. It's only day-to-day, though. DeJounte Murray's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks, unfortunately. Dalton Connect is back. Hell yeah. Malik Beasley's out for 6 to 8 weeks. That's huge. But Christian Braun's back. Last day to trade Herb Jones. It is the trade deadline. We've been looking. We've been trying to find something. Almost ready to take this Miles Turner deal at this point. As much as I wanted to trade Herb Jones, I just don't see a trade that I like. I should have took the Sohan deal. Let me see if I could trade for him now. All right, so we're gonna offer Clint Capella for Sochan and a 1st round pick. See what they say to that. And an exception. Not interested. They want to throw in Bobby Portis. Hell no. Throw in a 2nd round pick in it and a trade exception. All right, we're just going to keep Herb Jones on the team, and let's see if we can win a championship with that. Jokic is back. West All-Stars, of course, you got Jokic in there getting almost a triple-double. Not seeing anybody else from your Clippers. East All-Stars here. West All-Stars do end up winning, though. Franz and Paolo made it again. VJ Edgecombe back-to-back dunk contest, as well as Trae Young with a 3-point contest. Let's finish this season up, man. I think we can get to 60 wins. Herb Jones breaks his freaking hand. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. We do get close to 60 wins. We got 58. Wemby back-to-back MVPs. Sean Washington, your Rookie of the Year. Cam Whitmore gets 6th Man of the Year over there on the Bulls. Wemby Defensive Player of the Year. Scoot Henderson Most Improved with 30 points a game and 8 assists. Wow. Giannis on the Nets. Clutch Player of the Year. Mitch Johnson for the Spurs. They got 1st in the conference with 70 wins. They're a powerhouse over there. The Clippers get Executive of the Year. We were 3rd in the conference. Jokic for your Clippers gets on All-NBA 1st team. You got Scoot Henderson, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Giannis, and Wemby. Ja, Jaylen Brown, Trae Young, Bam Adebayo, and Zion on 2nd team. You got Chet Holmgren, Anthony Edwards, LaMelo, Devin Booker, and Sengun on 3rd team. All defensive 1st team, you got Wemby, Giannis, Chet, Evan Mobley, and Asar Thompson. All defensive 2nd team, you got Jarris Walker, Lynn Christie, computer generated, Bam Adebayo, Cooper Flagg, who's a 94 now, and Dyson Daniels. Let's get it, man. Clippers going up against Minnesota, the rematch. We're going to go down to a 9-man rotation. So for our 9-man rotation, you got DeJounte Murray at the 1, Christian Braun at the 2, Dalton Connect at the 3, Bobby Portis at the 4, Jokic at the 5, Herb Jones coming off the bench with Aaron Nesmith, Clint Capella, and Malik Beasley. Gonna keep this balanced system here. Looking at the player stats, Dalton Connect put up almost 20 points, amazing shooting numbers, almost 50% from 3. 21 and 6 for DeJounte Murray, 30, 10, and 7 for Jokic. Christian Braun getting 10 points a game. Nice shooting numbers for him. Bobby Portis put up 15 and 7 for us as our power forward. He started 83 games this year. Herb Jones, man, we did try to trade him, but it's still a defensive master. Still was plus on the plus minus at 5.7. So doing something right there. Neesmith dropping 11 points a game, shooting 43% from three. Jose Alvarado got 5 and 5. His percentages were terrible though. Malik Beasley got 10 points a game as well. 47% from three. Love to see that. Clint Capella getting about 6 and 6, doing his usual thing. Yabusele behind him. Goga Batadze, yeah. So this is who we got, man. Minnesota, let's look at their team real quick. So yeah, still super thin, man. Well, actually, they're a little bit better than last year. They got some guys. They got DeRozan, Tyus Jones, Miles McBride coming off the bench for them. They got Zach LaVine over there. Pretty good squad. Let's take down these Timberwolves, man. Let's go. Jokic with 30, 13, and 7 in the Game 1 win. Jumping right to Game 2. This is the revenge series, y'all. This is the revenge series. Low scoring efforts here, 98 to 82. Jokic with 31 and 15. Go up 3-0. Won 129 to 114 in the next one. Jokic with the triple-double. Bobby Portis putting up 22. Connect with 20. DeJounte Murray getting 5 steals. Let's sweep them, baby. Let's show them we didn't come to play. They come back, win a game in Game 4. Going back to the crib, let's finish this series out. Timberwolves take Game 5. Jokic 3 for 11. What's going on there? Oh, he fouled out. Jokic fouled out after 31 minutes. Still played 31 minutes, only put up 11 shots. I don't like that. It's still playing play through star, so not going to make any adjustments yet. Just need to bounce back here in Game 6. Got a nice lead here. Looks like we will take the win. Very nice. Jokic with 30, 14, and 7 in the closeout win. DeJounte Murray with 24, 11, and 6. We will go on to face the Memphis Grizzlies. Thunder move past the Suns. Looks like the Spurs are going to beat the Pelicans. Looking at this Grizzlies squad, you got Triple J and Ja Morant. You got Jalen Wells here at 85. Zach Edey's at 84. Cedric Coward's at 84. Gigi Jackson's at 80. They got a squad over here for sure. Let's see how we do in Game 1. We take a nice lead in the first quarter. Don't lose it, Clippers. Oh, we go to overtime, but we smash them in overtime. Dalton Connect with 29 and 10 in the win. Jokic doing his thing. 10 for 25, though. Definitely like to see the percentage get a little better there. Grizzlies take Game 2. Grizzlies take Game 3. Jokic and DeJounte Murray having some rough shooting nights. 8 for 21 for both of them. I don't think the answer is going down to an 8-man rotation. Let's come back and win Game 4. Come back and win Game 4. We tie the series up, but we lose Game 5. So it comes down to this. Gonna give Yabusele some minutes, throw him 7 minutes just because it's saying we should. Other than that, I don't really know what else to do. Beat the Grizz, man. 2 wins in a row. We can do it. Outstanding win. Tie it up 3-3. Jokic with 28, 14, and 9 in the win. Herb Jones was minus 26. Herb Jones, we can't have that. I got to give you way less minutes now. Going to give Herb Jones 4 less minutes, 21. We're going to give those minutes to Yabusele. See if we can close them out. Game 7, baby. This is what it's all about. Let's go, Clips. Let's go to these Western Conference Finals, man. Let's show how bad you want it. Oh, my gosh. Grizzlies winning overtime, man. Clippers have been eliminated. Spurs and Grizzlies go on. Jalen Hood-Schifino dropped 25 points on us. Herb Jones, 2 for 7, minus 5 in the plus minus. I told you we should have traded him. We should have got Sochan, man. 39, 11, and 8 for Jokic. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. Atlanta, Indiana, Spurs, Memphis. Ja Morant and the Grizzlies move on to the finals. They get past those Spurs. Trae Young and the Hawks move on to a second consecutive finals appearance. Grizzlies go on to win the championship with Ja Morant being finals MVP. So we took the champions to 7 games. Frustrating rebuild. Couldn't quite get over the top. We had a great year last year too with those 68 wins, 64 wins last year. Did even better last year. Still got 58 wins this year. Had Jokic at the helm. Giannis went to the Nets and they didn't even make the playoffs. So great video. I hope this doesn't happen in real life. Kawhi, we'll see what happens, man. Drop down in the comment section what you think about the whole Kawhi Leonard scenario and if he was wrong and if it was a salary cap circumvention. Like I said, don't have much of an opinion on it. Just thought this would be a fun rebuild to try to see what the Clippers would look like without Kawhi. We did just that, switched up the whole team essentially. James Harden retired after a couple years, brought in Jokic. Still wasn't enough. So yeah, unfortunate. We did get better in this rebuild though. We learned a lot. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Hope y'all have a great day. Keep doing your thing out there as I'm going to keep doing mine. We're going to keep bringing y'all great content. Going to bring you another rebuild here very soon. Hit the thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Please give a subscription. Help out your boy here. Show some love because you will get it back. I appreciate y'all. If you made it to the end of this video, I'm sorry that we couldn't get it done. We did really try. Didn't even make a Western Conference Finals in this rebuild, but it just shows, man, you know, how important these star players are. Losing Kawhi Leonard was huge, but we'll be back for another one next time, man. That's all we can do is keep our head up, keep persevering, keep doing our thing. Other than that, y'all keep doing y'all's thing. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Good luck. Good night. Dylan's out. I'll see y'all next one.